You and I talk all the time about just listen, there's two things you got to do in life. Work hard and be nice. That's it.
Yeah, dude, every day. Every day we're an example to everybody around us.
Yeah, well, you're not very nice to me, but you're nice to everyone else.
Well, you I have to be mean to.
That's true.
Bum, 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 bum.
We're live, bro.
We're live? Oh, damn. Lab Coat Agents.
Oh.
We're back.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Welcome to the night show. What time is it over there, Nick?
Welcome to Tristan and Nick at night. Hey, Tristan, do the side-by-side view, buddy.
Here we go, side by side.
All right.
And you're going to pin this to the top?
Everybody, yes. Everyone, welcome to the LCA Live post-show wrap-up takeaways. Tristan Nick at night. We're back. We're live. And we are back from a whirlwind week, Tristan.
Dude, everybody that attended is posting about LCA Live. They're making videos. They're saying how great it was.
We just want to say thank you to everyone who brought a videographer to LCA Live. For some reason, have you noticed, for some reason today, all the videos are being posted? Like everyone.
It was yesterday and today because it takes a while.
Everyone was editing their videos together and they're like, okay, you post. No, I'm going to post. Okay, on the count of three, we're all going to post. David Kurtz
had a good one.
His was short and sweet. That's a sick new hat.
I'm making you one. These are prototypes, so I'm making one. You wanted orange and white, right?
Yes.
I'm also making one white and red instead of orange. I'm going to test out the red to see how that looks.
So we had videos from David Kurtz, obviously Noelle Nielsen. I mean, you know, if she didn't make a video, then I think there's something wrong. We had Xandra, who secretly had a videographer with her. I mean, that came out of nowhere, but that turned out really nice. And our own video that we just posted is kind of awesome. And I love it because no, it's very awesome. But you know, you can't say ours was the best because that's a little egotistical.
I didn't say that.
Oh, I inadvertently said it was.
I'm just saying it was really amazing.
So we're going to talk about what everyone's takeaways were. Sunshine, let's see who's on. Sunshine.
We've got a few people. While you're checking on who's on, if anybody has any questions, what our takeaways were, I'm going to start, Nick. My number one takeaway from this whole event was the consistency of the same message. And you can see that in how we blew up on social media with LCA Live. And that was the consistency that everyone needs to be using video, which, I mean, dude, we've been talking about since 1995?
1985.
1977.
1979, I came out of the womb like this. Hey, I'm live at my birth.
That's right.
But thank you. I'll be here all night, folks.
Yeah.
I can't be funny all the time.
No.
So
that was my one big takeaway. You know, just what Billie Jean said in the video here that we posted up was, you really have a fear, and you've just got to get out of your own way because it's you that's holding you back. And that applies to everything, but in the sense of social posting to video, that was my number one takeaway, dude. How about
my number one takeaway was I pretty much suck at everything, and I need to like really just learn how to do a lot more. No. So Michael LaFido, yes, this is great. He just commented because Steve Haru, if you guys weren't in the breakout session with Steve, it just was on fire, dude. He talked about the 4 buyer types, but before he talked about the 4 buyer types, he talked about anyone who's ever told you to get out of your comfort zone lied to you. And I'm like, what? And like everyone in this room is like, dude, where it's like people are going to be keyboard warriors. I can't believe he just said that that's bullshit. So Michael, what I loved about that was because if you force his whole point was, if you force someone to do something, like let's say you're a heavy prospector, right? If you join my team, you're on the phone 5 hours a day calling FSBOs and expireds, no excuses, right? If you force somebody to adapt that model, they're not going to feel comfortable in the sense that they may fail because it's something they don't want to do, right? So, but I'm a firm believer in you have to do things every day that you don't want to do because that's the only way you're going to grow.
Yep.
The way he said it made a lot more sense. So I'm not doing it. I'm doing him a disservice by trying to explain it, but I thought it was.
Yeah, you really suck at it.
Yeah, forget I said anything. Let's rewind. But Michael LaFido brought it up in the comments here saying the number of lives affected, right? Like when you die, what are people going to say about you, you know?
That's true.
How many people have you touched? How many lives have you improved? How many people have, you know, gotten something positive from you? And so that was huge for me because you and I talk all the time about just listen, there's two things you got to do in life. Work hard and be nice. That's it.
Yeah, dude, every day. Every day we're an example to everybody around us.
Yeah, well, you're not very nice to me, but you're nice to everyone else.
Well, you I have to be mean to.
That's true.
I hold you to different standards.
Hey, say hi to Janice. Janice, your wife is watching. Hey, Janice.
I should just bring her on. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Ann's not here, so she can't be on, so you got to bring Janice on.
That's right.
All right, so let's see. What else did I take away from LCA Live? And if anyone's watching and they want to tell us what they learned, let us know.
You know what, dude? I'm seeing look, if you guys have questions, pop them up. We'll answer them. But what I'm noticing in the industry, specifically at our event, is that I'm noticing agents taking a step forward and changing their standards. As we were talking about standards, I'm noticing that people are actually doing video and being slightly different. Like, you know what? I'm going to take a chance on this, and I'm going to do a short video. I'm going to edit it, put it out there, and see how it goes. A lot more people stepped out of their comfort zone to do that. Look what happened 2 days after the event with Amanda. Is it Amanda Camacho or?
Yeah, Amanda Camacho.
Yeah. She went ahead and not only did she do what she learned at the event through, it's the kitty cat. Dude, that looks like a Marvel Comics cat. What's his name? The Thanos, the cat, that Marvel. Yeah, well, one of those. And she went out and listened to one of Sharon's message on stage. She went out to do that on her listing, and it did really well. The fact that she went out and actually did it in almost the same process that Sharon had said that you should.
Yeah.
We just felt, dude, I felt like people are just stepping out a lot more. And we, as a lab coat agents, as a group and a community, are helping people get there, right? So
what Amanda did was Sharon said, stop doing open house videos. They suck. Nobody cares, right?
Yeah.
And so he said, instead, give them a reason to start. Give them a reason to watch, right? So like when you're doing an open house video or you have a new listing, make the video about like your top 5 favorite things about the home, right? And put that in the post. And then for number 5, say, my favorite part, something about like, this is wait till the end to hear my favorite. It's special. It's a bonus, whatever it is. You want to make sure they watch until the very end for some reason, like hold their attention, right?
Yeah.
So you're walking around the house. You're like, here's the backyard and here's why I love it. Here's the kitchen. Here's why I love it. Just make sure you keep watching to the end because there's something really awesome about the house. And I want you to be surprised. So do something that's different. Don't just go, here's the kitchen, here's the bathroom. Talk about things about the home that you love and why you love them. And it keeps people engaged because they want to hear about it. And I thought that was kind of a cool way to do it. And so Amanda did it like the next day, dude. She got home, next day she did it. Another Oh, shoot. I'm the worst. I'm forgetting her name. Kara. What's her last name? Damn it. I'm the worst.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You do know who I'm talking
I
about.
do.
Yep. Hold on. I'm going to find it because now I feel like a jerk.
Well, while you're talking, I think.
Kara Courtney.
Oh, Kara, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
nice. Did
Kara
she post a
Courtney.
video?
Yeah, she was there and she went home and she started implementing stuff immediately. And she's starting to double down on video right off the bat. Video was huge, man. And I think it was cool because every single person that went up and talked about video talked about something different, right? It wasn't repetitive.
Yeah.
But if you were there, the one thing that you would have learned that was our competition on social media isn't Zillow, isn't Realtor.com. What is it, Tristan?
It's us.com.
No, what did Billie Jean say our number one competition was?
Butt cheeks!
It's butt cheeks, ladies and gentlemen. It's butt cheeks. But not just butt cheeks. He posted a picture of an Instagram model in a bikini, and he's like, butt cheeks. You
Well,
have
dude,
to be.
it goes. Let me explain. Let me set the stage here. When most of us go on to Instagram, right? Specifically
Yes.
Instagram, there's going to be one or two pictures that come through our feed that are of some butt cheeks, female or male, regardless, no, doesn't matter. But they do pop up. And he's saying that's what captures people's attention. That's your competition. Well, what are you
got to be
doing?
more interesting and more engaging than butt
Exactly. What are you doing to be more interesting than butt cheeks? And then he went in to give an example of the guy doing the floss. Remember that in the video? Yeah, that was great. So he's saying just get creative. We live in a world that wants to be entertained, right? And so if we're not doing that, you're just going to lose the viewers and never even engage with them.
The cool part about the realtor doing the video where he was flossing in every room, right?
Yeah.
The cool part about that guy, he said, got so much hate on social media about how unprofessional he was. Meanwhile, Billie Jean showed the stats. 1.1 million views, on the market for 3 days, sold for $10,000 over asking, $13,000 commission. And he's like, who's laughing all the way to the bank? While you're sitting home complaining about how unprofessional it is, this guy is making a viral video and made 13 grand. So, You know what I mean? Get out of your head. You have to be entertaining. You have to give people a reason to stop and watch you. Nobody cares that this is the kitchen, this is the bathroom. They can figure that out on their own. You know what I mean?
Well, I might not be able to, but everybody else can.
Other than you, because you definitely know the kitchen and the bathroom because those are two places you spend most of your time.
That's right. That's a secret tip about Tristan.
Otherwise, you have a hard time figuring out rooms.
That's right. And it's Goose the cat.
Yeah, that's what I said, Goose the cat.
I didn't hear you. I thought you said blah, 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 blah.
No, so another thing that I learned was that we're not going to do breakouts anymore at our
Breakout sucked.
at our conferences.
Okay, so the speakers didn't suck.
No.
It was the fact that we had to split up everyone.
You know what it was? It was the breakout room was in such a weird other place of the hotel that it was confusing. The breakout sessions were awesome.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do those anymore.
That women's panel, that was, dude.
Crazy, dude.
That was sick. I love that one.
Power Woman panel. Yep. It was
that
amazing.
one. Yeah. So from now on, we're going to do our best to keep everybody on main stage. The only challenge is that we're not going to fit as many speakers. And so we're going to have to cut some speakers and alternate every year.
Well, so here's the thing. One of the things we got, the feedback we got while the conference was on fire, people actually were like, we would really love more. We would love the quality over the quantity. And while I think we had both, right? Yeah. If we had if we had it all in general session and only had like 20 or 25 speakers as opposed to 50, it wouldn't, it wouldn't diminish the.
I'm saying, which hat do you like better?
I mean, I haven't seen the white one in person, so it's hard to say.
I kind of still like this one.
George Orbiter's 10-minute switch times. What do you want, a 10-minute break between every session?
Well, no, here, I was reading something interesting yesterday, now that George brought it up. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. White. Thank you, George. I was reading this book by Michael Hyatt on meetings. That's why I asked the question about meetings.
Were you reading or were you listening?
I was reading it. Where is it? So you guys can see what it is, because it's a very.
George said 10-minute switch times between breakouts. Yeah, no, that's true too. That's true too.
Well, forget it. I can't find it. But anyways, I was reading it, and I just finished it. It said that most people have an attention span of about 15 to 18 minutes.
Well, that's why a TED Talk is only 18 minutes.
You got it. Here it is. I found it. So this is the book if you want to read it. Very short. It's backwards, but it says.
It's not backwards on Facebook.
It's upside down. There it is. No fail. No fail meeting.
You didn't read it because it was.
Wait, it's not upside down on Facebook?
Yeah, for some reason that book is upside down. They sent it to you upside down.
Oh, it's the best. No Fail Meetings by Michael Hyatt, and it's only it's like 100 pages.
So wait, real quick, George, or the room next door. Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't get the room next door because of booking conflicts. So that's why.
Yeah.
But anyway. But so that's 10-minute meetings. That's all. I love that. I need to read that.
Well, I mean, it goes into other meetings, but here's one thing I learned from it that you may want to take a look at this. The different types of meetings you should be having throughout the year, which is good for you and me. Here's what he says: is the daily meetings, those daily huddles where you do 5-minute talks with whoever is at high-level executives, assistants, those. The weekly ones, you should be having a weekly meeting, team huddle, department huddles, 30 to 60 minutes, and then sometimes direct one-on-ones. The monthly ones are team financial goals and reviews, and then principal-only meetings. The quarterly team training and goal settings, I like those. And then the quarterly reviews. And the annual ones, it's just the team retreat and the annual employee reviews with executive strategic planning. Dude, quick read, really good information.
I'm reading Profit First.
Profit First? I haven't read that. You sent a picture to that.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on, I'm coming back.
What?
All right.
Anyways, while we talk to Nick's refrigerator, and there he is.
So I'm reading Profit First.
Yeah, I've been wanting to read that one.
And what this is about is paying yourself first before expenses. And people think it's crazy, right? But if you follow the model, it's definitely doable. So in a nutshell, 10% of your income, 10% of everything you make goes into a separate account for profit, right?
Okay.
You have 5 accounts. You have income, profit, owner's comp, tax, and then OPEX. OPEX is where you pay your bills from. So you have your income account.
Who's the author on that?
Mike Michalowicz.
Mike Michalowicz. Got it.
Who would name their son Michael Michalowicz?
Michael Michalowicz.
So your income account, that's obviously where your gross income goes. Take 10% of your gross income, put it into a profit account. So if you make $1,000, 10% into a profit account, because it's saying if you can run your let's say, if you can run your business on, let's say if you can run your business on, hold on a second. So if you can run your business, if you make $20,000 a month, put 10% of that in there. If you can run your business on 20,000, you can run it on a couple thousand less. And actually, is it 10%? Yeah, no, I'm sorry, 1%, not 10%. Big difference.
So repeat that on the 1% then?
Yeah, so it's saying the example is if you make 20,000, if your business makes 20,000 a month, so that's your income goes into the income account or the gross income account. Then 1% of your gross income goes into a profit account, because the idea is If your business can run on 20,000 a month, it can run on 19,800. So you put 200.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then you have your owner's comp account and your tax account and your OPEX account where you pay your bills from, and each of those accounts get different percentages, obviously, but it talks about how, like, pay yourself first. It's possible, and you do it in small increments, so you don't feel like you're never making money. So many companies are like, oh man, I've been in business for 10 years and I haven't made a profit. But if you pay yourself in small percentages that make sense compared to your gross income, you can become profitable. That's what the book's essentially about.
We should have somebody who does a financing on stage next year. That would be awesome.
We should get this guy in a webinar. We should contact him.
Reach out to him. You reach out to him. I'll reach out to Michael Hyatt. And let's get both of them on a webinar podcast. All right, everybody. That is a wrap. Nick, anything you want to add?
I'm good, buddy.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. And good night, Nick's refrigerator. Good night, Nick.